and then we'll just get it stuck in here. So the turret and Teddy should help, but we need to make sure we are blocking these enemies as much as we can. Hello, I'm CammyG, and welcome back to our Fortnite Save the World quest videos. We are in Plankerton on the first page, and we are doing the Rescue Survivors mission. So, yeah, let's get a Rescue Survivors mission going. It needs to be done in 19+, so if we go to the map, we can see there is one here, thankfully, because if there wasn't, then we just wouldn't be able to progress yet, which would be annoying. But yeah, we can go ahead and pop this one down and see if we get any allies in there. So there's not any at the moment, but last time we joined into a mission, we got 2 when we got there, so we'll see. I think we can do it by ourselves anyway, though. At least complete the mission. Rescue Survivors is another one of those missions where if you get everything done, you can exit the mission early. But doing that on your own is quite difficult, especially if you're not overpowered to the level. So we'll see what we can do. See if we get any... Oh, so there's one. See if we can get any more. Wow, they are power level 134. I guess they're probably trying to do the trophy or achievement for PC, where you get 10,000 survivors. Best way to do that is to just drop into a low-level mission and just speedrun the mission. As I say, you can get the... I think it's about 15 survivors. You can get 16 if you do the last 2 at the same time. But, yeah, you can get it done in like 8 minutes. Probably less if you have a really coordinated 4-man team. But yeah, it depends how good everyone is, if everyone knows what they're doing, if you work efficiently around the map. But as far as just completing the mission and succeeding it, all you need to do is get 6 survivors, I think. Which isn't a lot, really. And we've got a connection error, so I guess we're not playing that. I load back in again. See how that goes. I do not have a sufficient power rating to play this zone. I don't think that's true. Why is it not letting us join this mission? We are having so much trouble. We might have to do this on our own at this rate. Which I wouldn't mind doing. But when the game tells me I'm not sufficient power, when it's a power level 19 mission, and I am power level 19, I think something might be going on. Either with the servers or just, the game's just buggy, isn't it? I've actually noticed a bug in Ventures a lot with the Atlas missions where the build has been fully together and, you know, there's no gaps underneath, there's no gaps anywhere, and the Atlas will be taking damage. Not sure if enemies are making it through some cracks or just... okay, I was going to say, is this guy actually going to help? Or is he just going to leave? Don't think a turret was necessary for the 4 enemies that spawn there, but you know. It's up to him what he wants to do. I can't control his life. Get that. So, one thing about this mission, which is very annoying, which can happen, is some people will join and just like go around the map, triggering all the survivors. And if that happens, just leave, honestly, like, because you're going to be stuck there for 20 minutes after finding the rest of the survivors. Because they're killing the survivors. I don't know why people do it. People are just scum sometimes. So yeah, definitely try avoid missions like that. I do tend to check the map every now and again just to make sure people aren't doing it. Or to check if people need help, because sometimes you can just accidentally activate like 2 or 3 survivors at the same time because they just spawn close to each other. And by that I mean the ones that either spawn on a car or a bus, or the ones that are just being attacked by, you know, a handful of enemies. If you get a few of them at the same time, it can be quite difficult to deal with it by yourself, especially if you're not, as I say, overpowered for the mission. So I do like to keep an eye out to make sure everyone's doing okay. I think in Plankerton it is a bit easier though, because you don't get as many of those missions. You get more of the sort of build the radar, not the radar, but there's like a tower that you have to put an antenna at the top. Those types of missions are a lot easier to do, and I don't think you get them when you sort of get to Twine, Canny areas. So it's a lot easier to do these missions in the low areas. Guy's got a few people. I think he should be alright though. Generally, if you've got purple markers around the icon of the survivor, it means that enemies are spawning. But with the other one, there's none, so either it's a person looking for a med kit, in which case they can't die. Or it might be someone on the ground injured, where you have to give blue glow to resurrect them. So I think at one point it probably will be good for me to do this mission private, just to show the different types of survivors. Obviously, you've probably, if you're a veteran of the game, you know the types of missions and stuff. Ooh, we've got 2 buses here. So I'm going to avoid going over there to trigger that one until we've dealt with this one. So we can throw a turret down here, and then if we go to the other side, we can throw our teddy down, and then we'll just get it stuck in here. So the turret and teddy should help, but we need to make sure we are blocking these enemies as much as we can. Use all the weapons and, abilities in our arsenal. Get some shots going, get some melee going, get the turret and the teddy. Now I think the bus has a decent amount of health. It's not a bus, is it? It's like an RV, but, we'll just pretend like it's a bus, just for my sake. Okay, that noise means the survivor's ready to be accepted for the finish of the quest, but I'm throwing a bunch of words together. But it wasn't mine, it was the one the other guy on the map was defending. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait until our teddy comes back before I go over there, so we can at least have that. I'm not going to wait for the turret because it's not that necessary. What we can do is collect some blue glow. You should be doing this as you go through, just in case you do get a survivor on the floor needing assistance. Though I don't know if you get them in this lower mission, in Plankerton. I can't remember. I guess we'll find out. But I feel like that's more of a higher level one. You definitely get it in the higher ones, but I would assume you'd get it in the lower ones as well, because it's quite easy. You don't need to kill any enemies, you just need to find some blue glow, which is easy enough to do. So I wouldn't have thought it'd only be in the high level areas. It wouldn't really make sense to me. But yeah, we'll see what we get here. Oh, there's a propane guy, Jesus. I didn't even realise propane spawned on the survivors on the buses and stuff. It's not a bus, it's an RV. Yeah, I'm sorry. I keep thinking that mistake. Alright, let's get some enemies killed here, because they are going to break through if we're not careful. So let's just get this going. And we've done it, nice. You just got to make sure you're covering the back side of the RV as well, because they will, spawn on all sides of it. So you need to make sure you're not leaving any vulnerabilities as you go through it, because there could be just one stood at the back that you don't realise, and they break the van, and then you're screwed. Then you're done for. Ooh, a little survivor on the floor on his own. We'll just use our gun for this to save our teddy, even though these guys are big. We can do this though. That'll get rid of most of his health. Then we can just... Yeah. Nice. Right, where is he? Here he is. And let's move on to the next one. So yeah, it's only been 2 of us so far, and we're doing pretty well time-wise. Let's go ahead and get up here, because there's someone on a car, I think. It's another RV. What am I doing? Alright, let's put a turret this side, and then I usually like to go the opposite corner, put Teddy. That way this Teddy's covering this side and this side, although putting it right on the edge was a bad idea, because now he's targeting stuff below. But don't worry about that. But yeah, if you go for opposite corners, then each side of the RV is covered, and you can just clean up the rest. Usually the most important thing for you as the player is to get the sort of husky husks and shield huskies. The riot huskies, the ones with the, riot shield that covers everything but the face, because they will destroy the bus quite quickly. It's not a bus, it's an RV. I'm so sorry. Get a counter going for this episode. Oh dear. Alright, what else we got? Let's check this corner, because they can spawn right on the edge of the map. And we need to make sure we get them all. Although, we only need 2 more, and there are 2 waiting to accept from the medkit, which this guy has been doing pretty well, so... Good teammate to have. It's been a pleasure, man. It's been a pleasure. And put GG at the end. All we need to know is just turn these 2 in. Collect this while we're here, though. Lovely stuff. Get in here. Yeah, you can see here, this guy can't be killed. The ones that ask for medkits, they cannot be killed, so don't worry about leaving them. But the ones that you have to protect, once you've done the mission, they can still be killed, so you have to be quick about accepting the reward. But yeah, there we go, we've done it all, and in 7 minutes. Wow, that was quick, and that was just 2 of us. Yeah, you could do this mission so much quicker. You could probably do it in 5 if you had a 4-man. Lovely stuff. Well, there you go. That's this stage of the quest line. This guy pulled his weight as well. I don't know who got more survivors, but it was a good team. Maybe I should add him and get him to join our future survivor missions. But yeah, I like Rescue the Survivors. It's a fun mission because it's quite varied. You know, you've got building, you've got collecting blue glow, you've got defending, you know, people from enemies, and those enemies can be a small spawn with the ones that are stood by the tents, or it can be a big spawn by the ones on the cars and the RVs, not buses, RVs. So I do like the Rescue Survivors mission. It's very varied. The only problem, as I say, is if you play it in public lobbies, you can have people just running around the map, triggering them all, which triggers me. So at that point, I just leave, just do my own thing, do a private one. I don't need that in my life. Yeah, it's got some rewards here, some bacon. That's nice. Get our gas traps crafted with that, and some more. Yeah, some more things. What's next? Ride the Lightning again. So in a 19 plus, I guess. Do we have one readily available for next time? We do. So potentially we could do this one here. Or if we do it another day, we'll just, you know, look for another one. We do have some upgrade points though. Where have we got them from? Was that just from leveling up? I did spend one earlier. I think I spent 2 actually. I'll probably upgrade the Adrenaline Rush then with 1. Oh, it costs 2 to do the next level. Oh, that's not good, is it? That means we're going to need like 3 to do this one. Well, yeah, been fun. I really appreciate you watching all the way through. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please let me know in the comments. If you didn't, let me know why you didn't enjoy it. Bit weird that you'd be here the entire time if you weren't enjoying it, but you know, I can't blame you. And then yeah, hopefully you will see. Yeah, hopefully I will see you in the next video. Please do subscribe, and you will get those future videos. But yeah, thank you for watching.